Hello, it's Glamstract here. Another video, another foundation, and some more products review. Today's foundation is by Chanel. We have the Ultra Teint Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation, and the shade that I've picked for myself is B20. This is what the foundation bottle looks like out of this box. It's a beautiful satin sort of glass. And this is the sort of pump that we have. But just before we jump to makeup application, I have my skincare down, the Origins Mega Mushroom line as usual. And also, this time I have primed my skin with the Bobbi Brown Primer Plus SPF 50 because this foundation doesn't seem to have any SPF in it, so I do need a little bit of protection. Let's go for it. So the foundation brush I'm going to use to apply this foundation is the by Chanel, is the Fluide Powder Foundation. It has just that sort of bristles and foundation brush that I love, just like my absolute favorites. You guys know I don't have it handy right now. The Dior number 12 brush is exactly the same. The difference, I would say, this feels more softer in a way. The other one feels harder, but I like it both. So I'm just gonna do one pump on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna show you how much I can achieve by doing this. And as usual, if you see me looking down, it's because I have a mirror just down here. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm just gonna actually dot it with my fingers around the face, and then I'm gonna buff it in with the foundation brush. This foundation, just like other Chanel foundations, is, I'm just gonna like conclude it here, it's beautiful. It's such an amazing coverage, so lightweight. And this foundation brush is awesome. It's just buffing it in so good. Coverage wise, light to medium. You can definitely get a solid medium coverage with this. Maybe you can build it up to a medium to full as well if you apply maybe a second layer. Because look at this, I already got such a flawless base right now, just with that one application, and it did a great job covering any sort of imperfection. Yes, you can still peek through my dark circles, but I'm gonna go in with concealer afterwards. The finish of this foundation is like a soft matte, but don't get scared because whoever out there doesn't like mattifying foundation like me, this is nothing close to those drying super matte foundation. This is actually extremely pleasant on the skin. It's not gonna be looking cracky on the skin throughout the day. I did wear this a couple of times already, and I always feel like my skin feels so fresh throughout the day, so it is long wearing as well. Look at the coverage. Literally, my nose has lost all the ugly pigmentation that I had before. Look at that, perfect. And now, finally, I'm gonna go with my forehead. I don't know if this Chanel brush, foundation brush, is gonna replace my obsession and love for the Dior number 12 foundation brush, but you know, we're really close, really close. I've been using this on and off behind the scenes for a couple of months, and I like it, but I've been showing always the Dior one because that is my absolute favorite. And it's such a shame that I discontinued that foundation brush from Dior because it's so good. So a couple of months ago I said, you know what, I need to find an alternative because that one is coming to a point where it's getting a little bit stressed because I've been using it for years and years, and I'm telling you, years, probably like 6, 7 or 8 years. I just got a little bit left on the back of my hand. With that, I can tell you that, look, it's done my full face. And yeah, of course, I have a beard, of course, as you can see. So I don't have to cover this part. Maybe that's why I can get away with a full pump one. Maybe for a full face, go with a pump and a half. But as I said, I do have a very tiny bit left on the back of my hand. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna press it under my eye, where I can see my discoloration still peeking through. It doesn't really oxidize, but I do have to say, on the back of my hand, it's gone a little bit pinkier for some reason, but on my face, it looks flawless. And throughout the day, it doesn't oxidize. It's nothing like the Dior foundations. This is just stay true to its actual color. And in all the Chanel foundation, I don't know if I've mentioned before, I'm always B20. So if you have a similar skin tone as mine, you're welcome. And you know, even though it says it's mattifying, when I'm turning myself, because I'm sitting in front of natural daylight, when I turn myself in the mirror and I actually see a little bit, very little luminosity on my highest point of my cheekbones, and it's really, really pleasant. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna go with the Le Chanel Correcteur, which is basically the concealer. Even though corrector sounds like corrector, but yeah, this is a concealer. I mean, they do have a range of correctors, but anyway. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit here, and that's all. This concealer is beautiful. Look at that, so smooth, gorgeous. Next, I'm gonna go and bronze my skin. I'm gonna use the Soleil Tan de Chanel. This is a must. If you don't have any products from Chanel, if you wanna start with one product, this is the one. It is so good. Oh my God. I cannot begin to tell you how much I love this cream bronzer. This is my favorite cream bronzer on the market. It is so beautiful. It just melts like butter into your skin. It's beautiful. Oh, I can't get enough of this. I don't use it as often as I want to because I do have other bronzers to go through as well. So I'm always tempted to use different things every day. But this is like, you know, I know that every time I apply this, I know I'm never gonna go wrong. And personally myself, I am a fan more of a cooler bronzer, but this is a little bit more on the warmer side. But I thought, because we're approaching summer, and why not? Let's go for something a little bit warmer this time. Here we go, so bronzer applied, gorgeous. I've done it with my cream products. I'm gonna go in now with my powder products. To set my face, I am gonna use the Powder Universelle Libre by Chanel. I have the shade, just a shade translucent, I believe. Yes, number 10. I don't use this powder as often as my other powders because this is really, really mattifying. It's one of the most mattifying setting powders I have. So I am not gonna go too heavy on this. I'm just gonna very lightly set my skin, even because we need to take in consideration that I have a more of a soft matte foundation, so I'm already like matte in that side, and I am not an oily skin, so I'm not going to benefit from the oiliness that comes through my skin. I am more of a, like a combo to normal, so I'm still going to benefit a little bit of my T-zone, but the rest of my face is going to suffer, so I'm going to go very lightly on this. Sorry, I'm just speaking, just apply it. Sorry, I just sweared. Now I'm gonna go with a fluffier brush and I'm gonna apply all over my forehead. From blush, I'm gonna use this beautiful blush that I have already reviewed. Link will be on top here, or just scroll down, you'll find the video. This is from the spring collection. It's gonna be, I think, limited edition if it's not gone out already. The Fleurs de Printemps, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to use the blush, because I do have another highlighter that I want to use. The thing with this particular blush that I don't enjoy as much as other blushes, it takes a little bit of work to actually pick up because it's so hardly pressed into the palette that it's really hard to pick up the product. See, I just really took some time and now finally I'm showing up with a little bit of color, but the color, it's beautiful. I went a little bit heavy on blush, but I love blush, so that is why. Highlighter, and for highlighter I'm going to use the Powder Lumiere in number 10 Ivory Gold from Chanel. The name is right, like ivory gold, more like probably like a champagne-y sort of highlighter, which is really, really pretty, and it's so soft. That's why I like it. And you can build it up, of course, to more like a blinding highlighter. And if I turn my head, if you can see, it's just gorgeous. Here we go. Highlighter is applied. Gorgeous. All of these products that I'm using, they last throughout the day, all of them, so beautifully, unless you're wearing a mask. If you're wearing a face mask, some of the foundation might come off on your nose, some of the blush starts to fade away because of the keep rubbing of the mask. I feel like no makeup survives the mask, but it's fine. It's the time to be safe. Next, I'm gonna do eyes, and I'm not gonna do too much on my eyes today because, as usual, I want to keep it very, very simple. I'm gonna use one of the Chanel cream shadows. This, I don't know if this has been discontinued actually. I don't know, because sometimes they bring colors that are limited edition, then they bring them back. I don't know. But anyway, this is number 95 Mirage. It's a beautiful sort of like it's a very light, very, very light brown. It has a little bit of sheen to it. As soon as I apply on my eyes, you can actually not see much of it, but it's because it's very, very subtle. But it's so impactful, so beautiful. And I like to use this by itself. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, these are waterproof. I'm not 100% sure. Because let me tell you, this will last you throughout the day and are really hard to remove because once they're on, it's hard to smudge them. So they dry on pretty fast. Oh, so good. Even taking off your finger, it's gonna be a difficult look. Still there. And it's like sort of like a jelly consistency that if you move it, it kind of like moves around, as if it was like silicone-y. Now I'm gonna go in with the Inimitable Mascara Multidimensional Volume Length Curl Separation number 10 Noir Black Mascara. I've been using this for a while, and the thing I have to say about this is like a very, very natural mascara. It's not gonna give you a dramatic look, but it is gonna give you a very soft, beautiful, your lashes are there, but not too prominent, just pretty, very pretty. Let's go with lips. This is my favorite, maybe my absolute favorite lipstick. This is the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash in shade 70 Attitude. It's such a beautiful red that with this such a simple eye look, you need something bold on your lips. And this is the one. Look at the color. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna show you now on my lips. So gorgeous. Look at this lip. It is such a beautiful red. My favorite red. So gorgeous. And if you used this formula before from the Rouge Coco Flash, you know that they are extremely, extremely hydrating on the lips. And the color is awesome. And it just feels so juicy and luminous on the lips. I love it. They're my favorite lipstick formula ever. So good. I was thinking to go with the Rouge Coco Gloss in the shade 712, but I'm just thinking, shall I do it? Shall I not? Maybe let's just dab it a little bit on top. In fact, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand because I don't know you, but I hate messing the ones with different lip colors. I just find it disgusting. I don't know, personal thing. So I'm just gonna like gently dab it on. Here we go. I think this really sorry, I can't stop staring at this beautiful lip color. This concludes this full face of Chanel products review, and I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I certainly did. I love Chanel. I don't know if I love as much as Dior, but I love Chanel. It's definitely up there. Beautiful foundation, long lasting. You have an amazing coverage. If you're looking for a full coverage foundation in the Chanel range, go with this one. Super lightweight, soft matte, but it's not that matte that it's gonna feel dry on the skin because you're still gonna have a soft luminous effect at the very end. Very, very soft. And of course, all the other products that I've used and showed in this video are just awesome because I don't receive products for free. So for me, when I go and purchase a product, I want to love the product before I buy it. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna try it. and see how it goes. But actually, I go to the counter most of the time, try it first, see how I feel, and I'm like, okay, I'm obsessed, I need this. So yes, this is the video. If you liked it, of course, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up as well, because why not? Let's spread the love. And you can follow me here on YouTube. As you're here, why don't you just subscribe, and also head over to my Instagram at Glamstract, and you can follow me there as well if you want. Thank you so much for watching again, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.